Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of the Wannabe Show. My name is Sooraj Matta, and if you're watching me for the first time, hit that subscribe button. Also, what a week it has been. The last episode of the Wannabe Show did so well. I mean, it is the best episode till now in terms of audience liking it. So, thank you all for watching it and appreciating it. It means a lot. So, on this episode of the Wannabe Show, we are going to be talking about passion. By passion, I mean the things we are passionate about. So before we get into the video, make sure you subscribe to my channel. I always keep asking this. I will not stop it until you subscribe. Subscribe. So let's talk about passion, and I have a guest on the show. So guys, meet Darahas. He's a stand-up comic, a content creator, and he has a YouTube channel and he can sing too. And you can follow him on Instagram and subscribe to his YouTube channel. I will leave all the links in the description. So hey man, what's up?
What's up? What's up? How are you?
I'm good man. What's up?
I
with you?
hope you're doing good at home. Everyone's well. Everyone's healthy. You're drinking
Yeah.
lots of kashayam.
No.
You should actually.
No, only hot water.
Ayyo.
Really happy that you agreed to do the podcast, man.
Thank you so much. Even I am very much excited to do this podcast actually. This is my first podcast.
Congratulations.
Yep.
Man, you're a stand-up comic, you're a content creator, you have a YouTube channel. Is there something that you can't do? You can sing also. You can sing also.
Yeah, there are quite a lot of things I cannot do actually. But yeah, for a start, I think these are the things I can do.
Tell me some things that you can't do.
Tell me some things I cannot do. I'm not really good at sports, but yeah, I do play sports. But
Even I. No.
I don't know. I
don't like
actually don't remember me not doing anything. I've tried everything in life, almost.
What did you try, man? Like, tell me like few things in school or something.
New things in school. I did everything. I was there in each and every club. I was there in NCC. No, not NCC. I was there in NSS. Sorry. After that, schooling was. I was actually a very fat kid in school.
Okay.
So that actually made a lot of impact in my sports and all. But yeah, I tried to cover the rest of the extracurricular activities which were there in the school. I was a pretty fat kid, dude. Pretty fat kid. I was almost 90. What? Can you believe it?
Oh wow. Then how did this happen?
College Kellangane, Hawa, it came into me and just lost weight.
How did you lose weight? Like gym?
No, for example, let's just say you're at home. Manchiga time ki food. Evening savangane snacks, pongulu, bajjilu, mixerlu. అన్నీ ఉంటాయి బట్ వెన్ యూ గో టు కాలేజ్ సి దేర్ all there but you won't eat it like that. You'll be having lots of other things to take care of, lots of people coming there, and you're conscious again about your weight, your looks and everything like that. Maybe that got into my head. Like the first month I went into college, I lost 12 kgs. My mom నేను ఇంటికి రాగానే ఎవరు నువ్వు అంది first things first. Because I was really chubby kid, man. Really chubby kid.
And you do all these things and you take away all the girls. It's not fair at all.
So okay. They just follow me, ante. Nothing else.
Like do everything. That's the thing.
Yep.
Okay. So today we're gonna be talking about passion.
Really strong topic.
So when I was a kid, really passionate about being a hero, not an actor.
Oh.
Hero.
Nice.
Okay.
Hero.
I don't know why, but it just happened and it faded away, obviously. So, what was your childhood passion? The first thing, if you remember.
As a kid, as an Indian kid, especially as a South Indian kid, your first passion was always to become an astronaut. But apparently, nobody becomes an astronaut, especially from India. But yeah, when I was a kid, I always, as you said, we always wanted to become heroes of some movies at least. But things changed a lot from the 8th, 9th, 10th grade. I was so much into cooking. Cooking was the first passion in my life. which I wanted to pursue, and it is still there. I still love cooking. Cooking is like my stress buster. So the reason I got that cooking into my head was because I used to watch lots of MasterChef Australia. So as a kid, usually people see all cartoons and all, but I was a person who used to see all this travel and food channels. So Baga, that's how it actually got into me, the cooking and all. So whenever I used to watch one episode of MasterChef Australia, the next minute, as soon as the episode got done, I used to run into the kitchen and make something or the else. Even if I made rava upma also, I would have plated it nicely with bowl, with nice chutney, put some coriander on top. Sorry?
How old were you then?
How old was I? 8th, 9th, maybe 14, 15 if I'm not wrong.
Oh wow. Continue.
Yeah. So that's how, even if I made Maggie also, I would at least plate it in a very appetizing way.
Wow.
చాలాగా అంటే అసలు ఒక దాన్ని మళ్ళీ ఫుడ్ ఫోటోగ్రఫీ అని యూస్ టు డూ టేక్ మై మామ్స్ ఫోన్ అండ్ ఆల్. I used to have that Sony Ericsson dabba phone, but yeah, my mom used to have a cooler phone. So yep, that's how it's actually started. That was my first passion. Cooking was, it's still my passion, dude. I love to cook, man.
Oh wow.
Sometimes I do get lazy, but yeah.
So I think most of the people don't go after their childhood passion unless you're Sachin Tendulkar. You don't. What are the things that you are passionate right now? I know you love comedy. What else do you like?
But apparently in this phase of my life, I'm actually passionate about acting. Yeah, I like to act it out. I like to express. I'm usually a very expressive person, and I like to tell things. Naga assal aapkolel lopal kuda. So I make sure that I express it in all the ways, not just my perspectives, but my expressions and everything like that. So yeah, I think the current passion about in my life, in this phase of my life, is acting. I would really love to act. It brings me out. And comedy is something which actually is one of the channels I came into to put my acting skills out.
Okay.
So it made me a person, it channelized my expressiveness and all through comedy.
Oh yeah.
So that's like, for first example, let's just say, in comedy, in stand-up comedy, you need to be a social person. You need to be very, very communicative. You should be an extrovert completely, like 110% of extrovert you have to be. So, and you have to take in negative comments and you have to make them laugh again. So I think this is one of the first things I've learned as a stand-up comedian, that you have to be like very, very communicative. No matter what, you have to turn it into a joke. And yeah, at the end of the day, you have to have good vibes. That's all I believe in. You shouldn't be regretting your day. Adanమాట సంగతి.
So acting antena next ఇంకేం లేదా?
ప్రస్తుతానికి అయితే యాక్టింగ్ భయ్యా. ఏమో ఇంకా మారచ్చు.
I've seen your acting videos.
Oh, thank you.
That's great.
Like కొట్టండి, షేర్ కొట్టండి, సబ్స్క్రైబ్ కూడా చేయండి.
Yes, follow him right now. So just for context, I want to know, what did you study and how did you enter into the comedy scene?
Interesting again. చదువుల విషయం వచ్చేటప్పటికి ఇంట్రెస్టింగ్ అయిపోద్ది. So basically, as I said, I wanted to cook and I was very passionate about cooking. But I wanted to do hotel management, bachelor's of hotel management. But I thought doing BBA would be a more a better option for me, because if cooking was really a passion, I could have always set up a restaurant in the future or whatever it is. So I took BBA, Bachelor's of Business Administration, as my undergrad, and that was in Bangalore. I spent 3 years of my life in Bangalore and I loved it. Oh, it was really nice. Bangalore. There's nothing you can hate about Bangalore, especially the weather, dude. Oh my god, అసలు వెదర్ తో చాలా ఉట్టిగా వెదర్ ఎంజాయ్ చేసుకుంటూ ఉండొచ్చు. I'll tell you one thing about Bangalore. If it is raining in Bangalore, it's actually saying, if it's raining in Bangalore, you have to find out which area, which cross it's raining. That unpredictable it is, but yet lovely. ఒక సందులో పడుతుంటుంది, ఇంకో సందులో పడదు. So yeah, back to my education again. So yeah, I did my graduation there.
Okay.
I did it in Acharya Institute of Graduate Studies.
Okay.
And now I'm doing my MBA. I'm doing it at
Oh wow.
KL University, Vijayawada. సో
Nice.
బేసిక్లీ తెలుగింటి అబ్బాయిలు అంటే యూజువల్గా అమెరికాకి వెళ్ళిపోతారు మాస్టర్స్ అనగానే. బట్
Obviously.
నాకంటే ఐ హ్యావ్ ఎల్డర్ సిబ్లింగ్, సో హీస్ అపారెంట్లీ ఇన్ US. సో యా, ఐ హ్యావ్ టు బి ద గుడ్ సన్. సో ఐ హ్యాడ్ టు స్టే బ్యాక్. Not, I wanted to stay back with my parents. So yeah, I'm doing it here in Vijayawada.
Alright. How did you enter into the comedy scene?
Ooh, very interesting topic again. Yeah, when it comes to comedy, as per me, I am a very funny person. Like I feel that I am the most active person in the whole gang and all. So
You like attention?
yeah, who doesn't like? So yeah, I was the most funniest of the lot. That's what I felt. So one day I had my friends who started this comedy club in Vijayawada, Amravati Comedy Club. So I met through them. I met them through some mutual connections and all. So I just went to one of their shows. Excuse me. I love Apple products. They fall like apple. So yeah, so these people, they started a comedy club in Vijayawada. So this is one of the first comedy clubs of Andhra Pradesh. And one open mic, I was very much intrigued by how it was actually going, and also I gathered all the energy, all the courage to do, and I just went onto the stage and spoke randomly, and people actually liked it. I never knew people would love it, but apparently everybody was drunk there, so no matter what I spoke there, it was funny. So they laughed, which gave me lots of confidence. So I thought, maybe I think I should start doing comedy. So from the next week onwards, I started writing. And yeah, slowly got up into the comedy. It's been 1 year almost. Yeah, it's been almost 1 year. So that's how I got into comedy. Yeah, I love it, dude. I love it. I love to see smiles on other people's face, because it just pleases my heart. Gives me good vibes.
You can make women do anything if you can make her laugh. I've seen your caption.
So basically that day I was actually talking to a friend of mine, a female friend of mine. So I just sent her something, and she said this line, you can make any woman laugh if you can do like that thing. So I'm like, wow, this is an Asian state caption I can put. So I used it in one of that pictures.
So when you explained your parents that I wanted to get into comedy, how did they react?
Oh, my parents were super supportive, actually. My parents were very much supportive from childhood, actually. They never said no if I wanted to do anything, but they made sure I did it right. Okay, so for example, I said I'm doing an open mic. My mom was like, did you prepare? Are you sure with your jokes? Are you confident enough? So that's how she used to prep me up before the whole show. So my parents were very much supportive in whatever I did from childhood. So yeah, I have a huge amount of support from my parents, and my brother especially. My brother he actually gives me tips and some of his jokes. He's also a person who has lots of sense of humor. Actually, he has more sense of humor than me. So yeah, he keeps tipping me.
So do you consider yourself lucky to have parents like yours? Like
I feel like the most luckiest person on this planet when it comes to my parents supporting me. They've supported me in everything, no matter even if I succeeded or not. They're like, it's okay. What is there? Maybe it's not your cup of tea. We'll try another thing. So that is like the actual thing which actually motivated all my life to try out different kinds of things. And basically, I come from an artistic family, especially. So like my mom is a person who is very artistically driven. She's into dance. She has diplomas in dance. She used to perform as a singer in radio back in her time.
Oh wow.
My grandparents are also into singing and all. So my brother is a singer as well. He's a guitarist. And I'm a percussionist. I used to learn all kinds of instruments. Percussionist is in the sense, the all banging drums. Everything you bang on is percussionist. So basically, yeah, I have a lot of touch in music. And yeah, my mom supported me, my dad supported me.
That's great, man.
It's basically there are so many talents I didn't put in Instagram. Apparently, there are lots of
You
hidden
should
talents.
put them. You
Yeah,
should
and
put them.
slowly. You shouldn't give people so much at a time. కొంచెం మెల్లగా వదలాలి.
So before starting this podcast, I was a little worried because
Okay.
I wasn't sure if there were enough content creators from Hyderabad. So that's the one of the reasons why I made this show in English. So how's the scene in comedy like in Hyderabad?
Actually, frankly speaking, Hyderabad. I am from Vijayawada, but I did few open mics in Hyderabad actually. And Hyderabad's stand-up comedy is one of the good cities to perform in. Actually, if you wanna create comedy or if you wanna try out your jokes, if it comes to the audience point of view, Hyderabad is a very fast city, fast growing city. There's lots of diverse people there, so there are lots of people who can actually understand your jokes no matter where you're from in India. So Hyderabad is actually an amazing city to for stand-up comedy.
I mean, are there many people from Hyderabad trying out comedy as a career?
I think there are quite a few comics from Hyderabad who are actually like full-time comics, but there are
Okay.
lots of part-time comedians just like me who's new to comedy and you wanna pursue a career in comedy. There are lots of people actually, lots and lots of people. The day I went to that open mic in Hyderabad, I was like literally astonished. Like, oh, okay, there are so these many people for just one open mic. See, usually in
Oh,
Vijayawada, we find people, okay, like, bro, come to
okay.
open mic, bro, you laugh, bro, please, bro. But when I went to Hyderabad, I'm like, okay, my number is 14. Like, there were 14 people before me, and there were like 5 people late after me also. So, it was that much of people into comedy in Hyderabad.
In India, we have like whenever somebody says they want to do something different, we have a habit of laughing at them. అరే నేను యాక్టర్ అవుతా అంటే నువ్వా నీ ముఖం చూసుకున్నావు అసలు లైక్ వీ హ్యావ్ ఎ హ్యాబిట్ ఆఫ్ లాఫింగ్ ఎట్ దర్
Yeah.
ఫేసెస్ సో వెన్ యూ టోల్డ్ పీపుల్ అరౌండ్ యూ దట్ యూ వాంటెడ్ టు బికమ్ ఎ స్టాండప్ కామిక్ లైక్ ఇట్స్ వెరీ అవుట్ ఆఫ్ బాక్స్ like it's not something like an engineer or a doctor or something like it's different, right? How did they react?
Actually, people who know me as a person, like who know me by person, when
Okay.
I told them I'm into stand-up comedy, they never discouraged me like, "Nuva, stand-up comedy, yeah," ani eppudu anle because
Yeah,
yeah, as I said,
because
I was a very funny person from the start and who knew me in person. Like, bro, there are actually people who actually advise me, bro, why don't you try stand-up and all.
yeah,
So,
okay.
as far as my knowledge is concerned, like na paranga aithe, there are not many people who discourage me. But there were like people who didn't like said అవసరమా ఎందుకు జాబ్ చేసుకోక లేదంటే ఎందుకురా మనకి ఇవన్నీ అసలు ఎవడైనా వస్తాడా అది ఇది అనే అన్నారు కానీ దేవర్ ఆల్సో స్కెప్టికల్ బట్ I just made sure they knew what I was doing. I made sure they came to my shows or came to one of my open mics, saw my videos online. So
You were pretty confident.
I was pretty confident.
Oh, great. So if somebody watching this wants to be a stand-up comic, what should he do? Like, give him an advice or something like that.
Okay. You're asking me questions as if I'm like very big stand-up comedian.
No, dude, you followed your passion, man.
Yeah.
Not many people do that.
I know. Thankfully, yes, I did. So maybe if I need to give like advice to stand-up comedians, see, I've met lots of big artists in my life. I met Kenny Sebastian. I met
I
Saurabh
love him.
Pant. I met Akash Gupta, Zakir Khan. I met all these people. And backstage, when I asked them, "Is there any tip you can give me?" They said the same thing, and I'm going to say the same thing as well. If you are into comedy, you should do as many open mics you can. If you find out there's an open mic going this weekend, just go. Even if you don't have content, also, even if you don't know anything, also, just go, grab the mic, just talk one or two lines, and come back. Okay, so it's something like it's something. It is also an art. Making people laugh is an art. So as any art, you practice and practice makes you perfect, right? So even in stand-up, even if you don't have a joke, even if you are just sharing some kind of story which is not even comedy for you, but it might turn out to be very, very funny to other people. So
Yeah.
you keep doing open mics, and there you have it. You'll be a very funny person or a person into comedy content in no time. I never missed any open mics. I might have missed one of my shows, but I never missed an open mic because open mics are really, really fun. You get to see lots of people who are doing comedy. You get to take in so much of comedy content to your head. You might get an inspiration from it. And when it comes to all these big artists, big stand-up comedians, they at least do 2 to 3 open mics per day.
Wow.
In a city like Delhi or Mumbai, if you go there, there are private clubs, there are public places as well for open mics and all. These people, they just hang out in open mics. We usually hang out in cafes or restaurants or these things, but they hang out in comedy clubs. They keep doing. Like they won't even get tired of it because it's something which will make you laugh, and you don't want to end laugh at any point of the time. You're always ready to laugh. So keep doing as many open mics as you can. Start writing. It might be easy for you to tell the joke once, but if you want to repeat the joke and want it to be much more funnier, or at the same amount of it has to be funny, then write it down. When you write it down, you get to remember the joke, and you might get another idea from that. So it's like a flow. So when you write it down, you'll get the flow, and you might write lots and lots of stories about it, which is not even funny. But when you write it down, you actually get into the depths of it. So do as many open mics as you can and keep writing. That's it.
Great advice. And so, what are your dreams right now?
Very, very big questions you're asking. చాలా పెద్ద మామూలుగా కాదు.
గుండె బరువు.
నేనేదో మస్తు సెలబ్రిటీ ఫీల్ అయిపోతుంది ఇక్కడ కూర్చొని. ఓపెన్ హార్ట్ విత్ ఆర్కే లాగా అడిగేస్తున్నారు ఈ మనిషి.
నన్ను రోస్ట్ చేయొద్దు బ్రో నువ్వు.
ఇట్స్ ఓకే, కమ్ ఆన్, అట్లీస్ట్ ద వ్యూవర్స్ విల్ లాఫ్.
ఇంకా నా ఫ్రెండ్స్ వేసుకుంటారు ఈ షోతో.
వేసుకుంటారు. దట్స్ వాట్ ఫ్రెండ్స్ ఆర్ ఫర్ యాక్చువల్లీ. సీ దే ఆర్ లైక్ యువర్ buddies, ante like no matter what they joke on you, at the end of the day, if they're your really good friends, they'll support you no matter whatever you do. మంచిగా వేసే టైంలో మాత్రం మంచిగా అసలు చచ్చిపోవాలనుకునే జోక్లు వేస్తారు మన మీద. బట్ ఎందుకురా వీళ్ళు ఫ్రెండ్స్ అయ్యాను అని అనుకుంటారు. బట్ at the end of the day, in the deep down in the heart, they always wish well for you.
Yeah.
And I'm really lucky that I have friends like that. So ఇందాక క్వశ్చన్ ఏమి అడిగారు, ఇప్పుడు చెప్పండి ఆర్కే గారు. వాట్ ఆర్ యువర్ డ్రీమ్స్
అంటే ఉంటాయి కదా, యు సెడ్ యువర్ ప్యాషనెట్ అబౌట్ యాక్టింగ్ అండ్ ఆల్. సో ఇప్పుడు నేను డ్రీమ్స్ ఏం లేవని అడిగితే తప్పు కదా, అందుకని అడిగా.
డ్రీమ్స్ అంటూ ఏం లేదు. లైక్ see, I keep getting lots and lots of things I want to do each and every day. అరే ఇది చేస్తే బాగుండు, అది చేస్తే బాగుండు అని. I'm like that person who gets carried away very, very easily. లైక్ ఇప్పుడే నేను ఒక some adventure type చూస్తాను. లైక్ fuck dude, I have to go into some traveling and blogging stuff అనుకుంటా. If I see something else, I just keep going like that. But yeah, at the end of the day, మన దరిదాపుల్లో ఉన్నాయి, మన పవర్స్లో ఉన్నాయి, మనం చేయగలుగుతాం. సో at present, dreams ante it's not very specific. Like whatever I'm doing right now is, I have everything on my plate. Actually, it's just up to me which I have to pick and eat. So I'm pretty grateful that my parents actually gave me 2 years to find as many opportunities as I can. So అలాంటిది ఏం లేదు. So MBA చేస్తున్నావు, at the same time try exploring your opportunities no matter in what field. We're giving you this we're giving you this freedom అన్నారు. So I'm trying as many things as I can in this 2 years. It's already 1 year down, and 1 year lo I come a lot of way in stand-up comedy. And I recently started doing some monologues and acting videos, something like that. I've been sending to people in the casting agencies and stuff like that. That is all secondary though. So I don't know where I'm going to end up, but I like to stay on the stage, dude. I like to be an entertainer.
Yeah.
I like to entertain people. Yeah, I love to be a performer.
Yeah.
That untadi stage fright antu untadi, that nervousness will be there. But once you get onto that stage, I'll be a completely different person. I will have my personality and all. I won't fake anything, but still, that aura, those vibes and all, it will make me a better person actually on the stage.
Yeah.
So I like to be a performer. An artist, artistic related person.
Nice. So next up we have Never Have I Ever.
Woo!
You excited?
అబ్బో సూపర్ గా అసలు మస్తుగా సెలబ్రిటీ ఫీల్స్ వస్తున్నాయి నాకైతే. I hope there are no more controversies after this Never Have I Ever. చెప్పాడు నిజమేనా అని.
ఆ చేతుల్లో ఏం లేదు అది. So Never Have I Ever got a tattoo.
No, I didn't. I never got a tattoo. I want one.
Why?
Because actually I'm actually waiting for my brother to get a tattoo, because we wanted to get a tattoo together actually. So something related to our brotherish bond. So చిన్నప్పుడు మేము బాగా ప్లే స్టేషన్స్ ఆడుకునే వాళ్ళం అనమాట. సో he was always player 1, I was always player 2. So we thought of getting 1P 2P on our bodies. So he's player 1, I'm player 2. So alaga, I'm still waiting to meet my brother. So as soon as we meet, like next thing we're doing is getting a tattoo. But yep.
Never have I ever given a fake name.
Oh, I did lots and lots of times actually. Asala college lo aithe I used to have many identities in college. Lots and lots of identity. I used to play around with people. So basically, when I was in Bangalore, many people thought I was a Punjabi. So many people thought I was Bengali. So I had lots of personalities in Matta. So for one time I had a name of Karthik, and for one time I had a name of Rahul. The main reason people used to believe me, because they don't usually tend to meet South Indians who are very good at Hindi. क्या है ना कि मैं हिंदी में बहुत अच्छे से बात कर सकता हूँ. Like I have that Punjabi accent, because all my friends are from Delhi. So I had that Delhi Punjabi accent. So that is the reason people used to believe me. So I had like at least 4 to 5 personalities in the span of 3 years.
They're gonna watch this and figure out.
Yeah.
They already know, or
they already know. Like finally they got to know that my real name is Darahas. But back in Bangalore, when I was studying in college, nobody used to know me by the name Darahas. My name, so my surname is Maturu in Telugu words, but North Indians walla they call me Matru ki Bijlika Mandola, a movie laga. So almost 3/4 of the college know me by the name Matru, not in Darahas. If you go to my college till today and you ask where is Darahas, like who Darahas, kaun Darahas, Darahas humko nahi pata. But if you say Matru, acha Matru, oh yeah, he's there. Ala anmata. So that's how my name was.
So never have I ever texted an ex out of nowhere.
Oh, I did.
What happened there? Tell me.
Nothing, she didn't reply. So I'm like, okay, I'll also delete the message. Why should I? I also have my ego. She saw. She seen only. I'm like, I don't. It's okay. I don't want to give you the hardship of putting a beep there. So I only.
Shit. Never have I ever used someone else's toothbrush.
Basically, నేను అంత బ్రష్ చేయను.
Oh shit.
Actually, నాకు బాగా బద్ధకం ఒకటి, తర్వాత మర్చిపోతా. సో నేను పెద్దగా బ్రష్ చేయను, బట్ చేసా మాత్రం నా బ్రష్ తో చేసా. I never used anybody else's brush.
Oh God.
There was one time when my friend used my brush and I'm like, throw that brush away right now. I don't want to see it. So yeah, I never. నేను బాగా మస్తు చిల్ క్యాండిడేట్, రోజు ఏం బ్రష్ చేయను. I feel that రోజు బ్రష్ చేస్తే your taste buds will become numb, so I cannot taste that dosa you're eating in the morning properly. బ్రష్ చేసినా కూడా ఒక అరగంట తర్వాత తింటా. Okay, by the way, viewers, if you want to know about my brushing story, go to my YouTube channel, like, share, subscribe, and watch.
Do that right now.
Yeah, do that right now after this podcast.
So, never have I ever peed in the shower.
Oh, obviously, dude. Who doesn't? It just goes with the flow.
So, never have I ever stalked an ex's new partner.
Oh, I did actually. Yeah, what is that? You have to find out why she dumped you, why she's into that person, what you don't have, and how better are you actually. But yeah, I did stalk one of my exes, who's ex now again.
Oh shit. Mali.
పాపం వాడు కూడా పాపం బలైపోయాడు.
Never have I ever fallen in love at first sight.
అప్పో, దిస్ ఇస్ లైక్ ఎవ్రీ డే. నేను పొద్దున్న లేచిన కానీ నుంచి బయటకు వెళ్తే ఒక్కరు కాదు, ఇద్దరు కాదు, రోజుకు 100 మందితో లోపల పడతాను నేనైతే. Frankly speaking, I don't even remember my crush's names. I don't even remember who my crush was at one point of life. యూజువల్గా ఇప్పుడు ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ పీపుల్ ఓన్లీ హ్యావ్ లైక్ 2 to 3 crushes at one point of time. లైక్ ఇప్పుడు కాలేజ్లో ఉంటే అరే మామయ్య ఈ అమ్మాయి బాగుంటుంది, షీజ్ మై క్రష్, వీడు మా క్రష్, అది ఇది అని అనుకుంటారు. నాకు అలాగా రోజుకి ఒక కొత్త క్రష్. ఒక్కొక్కసారి అయితే రోజుకి 2-3 క్రష్లు అయిపోతారు. వాళ్ళు 2-3 2 రోజుల తర్వాత వాళ్ళు కూడా ఎవరు కూడా తెలియదు. అది లైక్ ఓ వెయిట్, ఐ క్రష్డ్ ఆన్ యూ ఫర్ అ డే, ఓకే ఓన్లీ ఫర్ అ డే అని అంటాం. సో యా, ఐ డిడ్. దేర్ వర్ లాట్స్ ఆఫ్ లవ్ ఎట్ ఫస్ట్ సైట్స్.
Never have I ever gone on a blind date.
No, dude, I never went on a blind date. I wish, I so wish to go on a blind date and to meet the opposite person. చాలా కోరిక, అదొక బకెట్ లిస్ట్ లాగా అనమాట నాకైతే. To go on a blind date. It's like a friendly version of Varudu movie. తెలియకుండా that is blind marriage, this is blind date. Much feel వస్తుంది.
Never have I ever lied in this game.
Hey, no, I didn't lie, dude. You didn't pay me, no, so I didn't lie.
The joke is on me.
నువ్వు నాకు బాగా డబ్బులు ఇచ్చుంటే టు డూ దిస్ పాడ్కాస్ట్ అండ్ ఆల్, ఐఎమ్ లైక్ ఇంకా కాంట్రవర్సీ వ్యూస్ పెరగడానికి, కాంట్రవర్సీలు రావడానికి నేను మస్తుగా లైక్ చేసేవాడిని అసలు. అబ్బో
షిట్,
ఇట్స్ నెవర్ టూ లేట్. గూగుల్ పే నెంబర్ ఇప్పుడే చెప్తా, అర్జెంట్ ట్రాన్స్ఫర్ కొట్టి.
I'm not correct.
Good one.
So that's it, man. That was my last question. Thank you so much for being on my show.
Thank you so much for having me on the show.
It was wonderful, man. Thank you.
So much. చాలా మోస్ట్ మోడబుల్ గా ఫీల్ అయ్యా నేను, మోస్ట్ ఎంటర్టైన్మెంట్ గా ఫీల్ అయ్యా.
నన్ను రోజు చేయడమే పని పెట్టుకుంటుంది. Anyway, man, thank you so much for being on my show, man. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And you are the first podcast I'm on into, and I really love what you're doing. Keep going, dude. Good job.
Thank you so
I wish you all the very best.
Thank you
for
so
this
much.
podcast.
Thank you so much.
హాయ్, ఎలా ఉన్నారు అందరూ? సూరజ్ లేడు, సూరజ్ వెళ్ళిపోయాడు, పవర్ కట్ అంట. పాడ్కాస్ట్ నేను టేక్ ఓవర్ చేద్దాం అనుకుంటున్నా. ఏమంటారు మరి జనాలు? I want to rename this podcast as the Maudable Podcast. If you want me to start a podcast just to counter attack Sooraj's podcast, don't. No, I'm not going to do it, because whatever he's doing is really, really good. Okay, కావాలంటే ఇంకో ఎపిసోడ్ వస్తా, ఇంకో టాపిక్ మీద మాట్లాడతా. No, I'm not doing a podcast, but if I do a podcast, I will rename it as Maudable Podcast. Okay, and thank you so much for everybody who's seeing this podcast. Please like, share and subscribe to not mine. First Soorajdi చేయండి, ముందు ఈ వీడియో చూసినాక తర్వాత నాకు చేయండి. ఓకే, అతన్ని ఫాలో అయితే సరిపోదు, నన్ను కూడా ఫాలో అవ్వాలి, ఇద్దరిని చూడాలి, ఇద్దరికి ఫాలోవర్స్ రావాలి, ఇద్దరికి లైక్లు పెరగాలి, ఇద్దరు వైరల్ అయిపోవాలి రాత్ర. ఇట్ ఈస్ ఆల్ ఆన్ ఇన్ యువర్ హ్యాండ్స్. థ్యాంక్ యూ, అండ్ ఐ హోప్ ఎవ్రీబడి ఈస్ స్టేయింగ్ హోమ్. స్టే సేఫ్. మాస్క్లు వేసుకోండి అయ్యా, ఎందుకు వస్తారు బయటికి? మాస్క్లు వేసుకోండి, నేనే చేసుకోండి. ఓకే, ప్లీజ్ మెయింటైన్ సోషల్ డిస్టెన్స్ యాజ్ వెల్, అండ్ లవ్ యూ ఆల్. బాయ్.
Thank you so much, guys, for watching this episode. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you did, please hit that like button and tell me what did you like about this episode in the comments below. Also, please follow Darahas on Instagram and subscribe to his YouTube channel. I will leave all the links in the description, so make sure you check that out. And make sure you subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon. And I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.